This video demonstrates a work-in-progress hackathon challenge on the Application Portfolio Management Suite, and it regards the easier accessibility of assessments. In important part of the APM application is application indicators. The combination of these determine a score for the application regarding the risk, and it can be made up of query conditions, performance analytics indicators, or a script. And the first three are all kind of automated, so it has a one-time setup, and afterwards it is filled automatically. The fourth part is assessment, and this is a questionnaire on multiple topics, and this has to be filled in by a stakeholder. So this is a manual process. And the challenge in the hackathon is to give more visibility to the assessment and ability to take assessments on demand for the stakeholders such as the application owner or analyst. And for that, we create the ability to view and create an assessment from the business application form. The easiest part is just to demonstrate it. And here we are. I'm on an application form. And what you would normally do to take the assessment, you would need to schedule it, and then it gets assessed to the right stakeholder. But there can be situations where there is something changing, and you want to do at that moment you want to do a review of a new assessment. And what we have done here is UI action assessment. And when you click it, it opens a page. And now you see that this application is linked to two assessment types, metric types. And the first one is APM demo, and the second one is functional fit. The metric types have categories, and here you see a summary of the categories and the number of questions and how it weights. And both metric types do not have an instance, so you cannot take the questionnaire at this moment. To do this, we can just optionally put in a command. And then click on create new assessment. What it does in the background, it is creating the assessment and an accessible record if it's not existing for this record type. And so it automatically reloads after it is done, and that gives the ability to take the assessment on the fly. So when I click it, I have the ability to fill in my scores. All 80, let's say. Well, now I've done this in this tab, and because I've already filled it in, when I click refresh, you see that the application, the state is now complete. And let's say if there's something changes, then you have the ability to create a new assessment. And again, now it is ready to take. Note that On this one, you do not have the create new assessment now, because as it's set up now, you can only have one active uh, ready to take assessment. So then if there already is one, it will not show you the create new. Below, you could trigger a calculation. This is the part of the APM suite to calculate the, the scores. In the activities tab, there is a work node created on the application whenever a new one is created. We could also have the situation where another assessor is involved. For example, when I go to the application, I'm here in an incognito window logged in as another user. When I click this one, and I click on assessment, create new assessment, look that this one has only one eligible metric type, because that is based on the condition. So it checks what metric type is available for the specific application. Now I have the ability to take it here, but let's go back to the other user. This is Ember Contact System. Ember Contact System over here. Here it is, and now when I click on this one on assessment, I will see that it is assigned to Rob Phillips. I have the ability to reassign it to myself, and after I have reassigned it, I have the ability to fill it in. On this icon, you can navigate to the instance of the assessment, sorry, to the type, and review the details of this metric type. When I click here, I go to the assessment instance, and here I see the due date and stuff like that. So far for now. Please feel free to give feedback if this can be helpful for your use cases.